You never know what the middle is gonna feel like. It could be that the whole run sucks, but you don't know until you actually get out and see. All right. Oh, I didn't. I just ran a quarter mile on my watch starting. Awesome. Best feeling ever. Inspired by true events on movie screens. I am a one-man wrecking machine.
Welcome back to McCurdy 230. This is episode 2 in the series of my training in an attempt to try to run a 230 marathon or faster at McCurdy Micro Marathon on March 29th, 2025. And here we are again, back in the monotony. And honestly, my weekly mileage has been all over the place since I tried to run 3,000 miles at the end of last year, get to that 3,000 mile mark, and then getting the flu, dropping back to 0, building back up. It's just been a ricochet of like from 0 to 70 miles a week, including this week, which was over 70 miles. We're finally starting to get into that monotonous grind, the Jeff Cunningham special of 11 miles easy, and that's what I did on Monday of this week. Just so happens that it's in the frigid tundra of Chicago. We got a good bit of snow, so I've just been splitting time between the studio here and working from home so I could do stuff like building a mound of snow with the boys that could turn into a fort, maybe. We've been into the outdoor boys a lot recently. Shout out Luke. And hey, remember when I said that running out in the cold could be a good mirrored practice for the late stages of a race and, you know, making you sharper and tougher? It still exists, but I definitely ran the rest of my stuff on a treadmill the rest of the week. So, and I knew it was getting a bit out of hand when I got tagged in a story. Someone said they got frostbite, but, you know, be about it. That didn't happen. That's a joke. Please don't let me open up my phone and see that. Don't be dumb. Tuesday, Cyrus came to work from my house and we discussed my strength training plan for this block. And I know it's a constant theme where I say I'm gonna do strength training in a block. But as I said in episode 1, I am encroaching and approaching a time where these variables, these changes have to be made for me to make this time. So enough talking about it. Time to be about it. We devised a plan to incorporate strength 2 days a week for now, and then increase it to 3 days a week later in the block. Goal is to have peak strength training come earlier than peak mileage. So peak out with strength, start tapering down on strength, peak out on mileage, start tapering down on mileage. Somewhere around week 5 or 6 is when we'll peak out the strength, start bringing it back down to 2 days a week, and then no more strength past week 10 as I'm in my taper. Main exercises we discussed for me will be lunges, calf raises, Copenhagen's for my adductors, Bulgarian split squats, RDLs, standing disc for my ankle and tendonitis, as well as stretching. The adductors have been so sore recently and so inflexible. I feel like with age and just constantly moving forward and not side to side, my groin and the inside of my legs are unbearably inflexible. So I'm working on that like every night, laying in bed, just kind of spread eagle, butterfly stretch, and just try to get some more movement in my legs in that regard. So I want to stack these strength days on my hard effort days of running so that all of it can just be condensed into one day, allowing for recovery days to be completely for recovery. So that's usually going to be my Wednesday workout days and then long run days. Today is 11 miles easy. It is a Jeff staple. He might start getting me to 12 miles easy or splitting it up 9 and 3 or 9 and 4 on doubles. But I'm going to be talking a lot about G1M Sport in this block because since McCurdy is the looped course with bottles for the race, this is what I'm going to be putting in my bottles. You might know I'm sponsored by BPN. I'm a BPN athlete, so you can always use code Floberg to get 10% off anything BPN. I've been training with G1M Sport for over a year and a half now. It has become my sidekick in so many of my runs. Everything over 10 miles, I grab my soft flask, my Nathan soft flask. I just bought 2 more, had to take out a mortgage for that. they don't make them anymore, so you have to buy them in like the black market. But anytime you see me with my soft flask, 99% of the time I have GNM Sport in it, and the new orange flavor is my favorite. I absolutely adore it. It is a combination of carbs and electrolytes. You have 20 grams of carbs per serving per scoop in the form of clustered dextrin, and 350 milligrams of sodium per serving as well. So if I did 2 scoops into 20 ounces, I typically will drink 6 ounces before a run and then the 14 in the soft flask throughout the entire run. Today I'm just gonna do 1 scoop, and there's already a half a scoop of electrolytes in there since I'll be on the treadmill for this entire run. You do slow motion, just cut to 120, do it. Let's do 120. Running on the treadmill has really made me reminisce on the Boston block. I was on the treadmill a lot in that series with winter training. It's monotonous, lots of miles on the treadmill, but it's an exciting time for me because my work life is taming down. I'm not shooting as much on the photo video side. I'm not coaching baseball right now, which is what I did in the fall. There's less travel, so it feels like I can be super committed to this over the next 2 months, which is super exciting. Not sexy, boring, but necessary aerobic miles. The staple of any good marathon build. It's just gonna be a good section. People argue 80%, 85%, low and slow. This one specifically, this specific block, I'm realizing I need the slow stuff to be slow. I was a bit of a doofus at the end. I ran a 650 mile just because I was feeling in a groove, but my average pace was 8:13. And most of my easy runs this block have already been between 8 minutes and 8:30. And I plan on most of my easy/recovery runs to be in that range so that I can hammer workout days, so that I can hammer long run workouts really well and hit all of my marks on those paces or faster on those workouts, and let that be not only a physical win, but a mental one as well. I feel like if I do that, going off of what Clark said in episode 1, and seeing what he did in Indy with all of his easy running being very, very easy, touching 90, 95 miles, it's what I want to mirror as well. I've always kind of camped in the 7:30 to 7:50 range for my easy paces. In the Boston series, I was going like 7:05 to 7:20. And it was probably just too fast. And I don't think I was recovered enough for workouts. Because like often in these blocks, I will hit a workout, miss a workout, hit a workout, miss, and just alternate back and forth in the weeks. One thing about Clark is that he nails his workouts every single week. And that's a new adaptation that I want to try, is like keep this stuff super easy so that I can smash those workouts every single week and feel confident that I did it. 11 miles 22 on the week so far. Gonna probably hit 70 plus this week. And a little bit of a surprise on Sunday. So watch till the end. Check. Audio. There it is. Oh, we got a spicy workout today. Followed by 2 on, 2 off. Warm up, cool down. Fast up's gonna be 5 minutes, 5-minute mile pace. If it's too easy, I'm gonna increase the incline on the treadmill. Pray for me. 12 by, where's my... I'm gonna use these things non-stop. Just suction cup to the wall. Our pillows down there just in case it falls. I hope it doesn't. Seems solid. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, I need to start working out. This workout felt fantastic. The ons, I was going at 5-minute flat pace for 2 minutes at a time, and it didn't really feel that difficult. It's making me feel like my treadmill isn't properly reading paces or isn't calibrated or something. This is something Jeff, my coach, talks about a lot. He's like, just trust the treadmill. I am going to be looking into potentially a different treadmill option that can go faster than 5 miles an hour. Nope. 5-minute miles, 12 miles an hour. That'll come in the coming months, I'm sure, weeks and months. But for now, if I want more intensity at that speed, I just increase the incline a bit to 2 or 3%. I want the rep to feel harder. Thursday had me in a dark place. I did not want to go for this run, and I've been still grinding on this, not waking up early, getting enough sleep per night, 7 to 8 hours, and running a lot of afternoons in my work hours or at night during dad hours. I just started 11 miles easy, and I do not want to run right now. I'm tired. Had the workout yesterday and already feeling the volume fatigue, but that's normal. And it's nice that it's not so cold, but oh man, just being real here, it's not always rainbows and sunshine. You might think I'm always so stoked to go get some miles, dude, but no, I'm not. I do not want to be running right now, but I am, because I know I have to get the volume I want. So this is part of it, and if you feel this way, you're not alone. This part of the year is really hard, especially on a cold, snowy year, because I can't run this trail all that often. Last weekend with the boys, we went to start on it, and it was just way too difficult. But it's more beaten down now. Today's a warmer day, so snow melted. It's still not ideal, but if I can get on this thing, I try to as many times as I can. Much softer than pavement. It's crushed limestone under here, but I do worry about twisting an ankle. Wouldn't you know, I feel pretty good now. So often is the case when you really don't want to go run. It just takes half of the distance of your total distance to wake up, and then all of a sudden you feel fine. Dare I say even fresh. Happened earlier this week as well. Last week on my fartlek. The winter months are so hard. I'm feeling like you don't want to get out and you feel sore. Mileage is increasing. But if you just say yes to getting out and moving, you never know what the middle is going to feel like. It could be that the whole run sucks, but you don't know until you actually get out and see. Alright. Oh, I didn't! I just ran a quarter mile without my watch starting. It's awesome. Best feeling ever. On this run, I just wanted to look at my heart rate at about 8 minutes a mile. In this run, I had a 137 average, and it's the beginning of this block, so definitely not in peak fitness. And I wanted to contrast it to my heart rate on something very similar on October 5th, which is a week before Chicago, where I had 125 BPM average. Heart rate is relative. I'm comparing it to myself. The reality is my max heart rate in the Coros system is 190 BPM. So I reference off of that, and I know that my threshold heart rate is in that 171 to 173 range. I cannot hold 171 to 173 for more than 15, 20 minutes. I know that based off of data I've collected over months, even years now. If someone has a max heart rate of 205, their heart rate data is going to look very different than yours. So while I see a 137 average on 8 minutes a mile, someone with a max of 205 might be 140 average for that, but have the same really relative fitness as me. Really what I want to communicate here, I've talked about this before, is people love to play this heart rate game, comparing it to other people. Focus on yourself. Focus on the system that you use and something that's accurate. Otherwise, it doesn't matter. If it's just wrist heart rate, So like getting an armband, getting a chest band, whatever it is that you can accurately get it for yourself and then compare it to yourself over time, not to other people who are at different fitness levels than you. I'm looking at this going, okay, I'm not as fit as I was before Chicago. That's actually a good sign because I'm at the beginning of my block and I'll be checking it throughout the block. And then come mid-March, 2 weeks before the race, I'm going to see if I'm back in the 120s on a similar run like that. 8-minute miling at 11 miles.
It might be impossible to push me though.
So yeah, hold the rope in the front.
Okay, yeah.
Scoot your feet. Oh my goodness.
Look at that flow.
I give my dad 12 pairs.
I'm not